I don't know if you're also a person that's lived their life always feeling like you weren't enough in some shape or form when it comes to different aspects of your life, whether that was school, being you as a person, being athletic, in relationships, any scenario where you had to show up. I don't know if you know that feeling of constantly being told you're not enough, or constantly being told that you gotta do better, you gotta be better, you gotta work harder. When it comes to grades, you have to have A pluses. When it comes to your job, you have to be the boss. When it comes to life, you have to be great. And with that, growing up, when it came to school, I was the best of the best, the top of my class every time. When it came to friendships, I was the kindest. To athleticism, it was always do more, be better, run faster, work harder. But an aspect of my life that I never really worried about, I never really had an issue with, was getting jobs. I was always very confident in where I was applying, who I was applying to, and how fast I'll get the jobs. I always showed up and showed out when it came to interviews, when it came to working. My work ethic was impeccable. But now, as I'm in a part of my life where I'm looking for jobs, I'm searching every day, I'm applying to many different corporations, companies, and each day as these people don't get back to me, and we're living in a world where it's quote unquote a work shortage and no one wants to work and everyone's hiring, and if you have a pulse you'll be hired. I'm applying to jobs that I'm technically overqualified for and not getting responses back. I'm applying to jobs where I meet the exact type criteria, to jobs that are posted as hiring immediately and getting nothing. And for once again in my life, just like as I did when I was younger, I feel that you're not enough. Minimum wage is legally $11, but I'm applying to jobs that are offering $9.25 and still being ignored. Trying to figure out, why is it so hard for somebody to contact me back? To not even just give me an interview? Why is it so easy to be overlooked even though I meet the qualifications? And I'm looking at myself purposely applying to places that I know I can get. Jobs like Dunkin' Donuts, jobs like the corner store, jobs like IHOP, jobs that anyone can get, and being denied, being declined. I'm flipping through resumes, even got to a point where I started lying, saying I had certificates that I didn't have, saying I had more experience that I didn't have. And even with the fake resumes that I posted, the fake resumes I put out there, I still didn't get anything back. I still didn't get any calls. And so I'm sitting here like, what is it that these companies want from us? I can give you a resume that says I have 20 years of experience, and I can give you a resume that says I have 10. I can give you a resume that says I worked at 15 different companies. And I can give you a resume that says I worked at 5, and neither one is looked at. Neither one is enough. There's resumes that say I have a degree, and there's some that say I don't, and still overlooked. And so I just sat there and I felt hopeless, because it's degrading to be in a world where you need a job, where you need to pay your bills, you need to make money, and to put food on your table, and no one will give you a chance. No one will even give you a call back. I don't know how it is out here for you guys when it comes to job searching, when it comes to trying to get into the work field, but it's harder, way harder than what it was back in the day. Way more competitive. The pay is horrible. There's jobs out there that are asking for master's degrees, and they're paying minimum wage. There's jobs out there that's asking for bachelor's and only paying like $13. It's getting to a point where all of it is just degrading. Imagine you were working your life away to get a piece of paper, to get a degree, so you can have a better job, so you can have a better life. And even with that, you're getting paid $10 an hour. How bachelor's degrees are becoming the new equivalent to high school diplomas. The world is saying that it's a work shortage, but no one's hiring on any level. And now I see why people stay in their jobs for as long as they do. Because if you get out, if you're thrusted back into this world with no plan B, nothing to fall back on, having to go door to door to look for a job, you might not find one. And so sometimes staying in a job for 10 years or a long period of times is just a safety net, because we're getting to become a time where it seems like everyone is for themselves. Everyone is fighting for the crumbs. I'm talking about I'm applying to jobs that shouldn't even be on my radar. And even I have gotten so desperate to the point where I would accept a $8 job just to be able to work, just to be able to feed myself. It's getting scary out here. Inflation is going up. Costs are going up. The living wages is ridiculous. It's to the point where it feels like within the next couple years, it's going to be hard for anybody to survive, for anybody to live comfortably, to have a job, to take care of themselves. It's really scary.